this country over a potentially groundbreaking social issue, whether or not gays and lesbians should be allowed to marry. We're not talking about a symbolic ceremony, but a marriage that is legally recognized by the government so that gay couples can enjoy the same rights, privileges, and protections that heterosexual married couples do. People everywhere seem to have an opinion about gay marriage, and courts and legislatures across the nation are in heated debate over this issue. So we thought it was time for us to jump into the debate and explore the pros and cons of gay marriage in ongoing series Exposed. And one of the most surprising things that we discovered as we researched this issue was that while many straight people are opposed to gay marriage, some people in the gay community are against it too. Our first guest, Ken, is one of those people. He has been in a gay relationship for 16 years, but he opposes gay marriages. Ken, tell us why.
Ricky, I'm 57. I actually have been in two long-term relationships, one for 14, and that first lover died of AIDS, unfortunately. And my present lover and I will celebrate our 16th anniversary this year. I've been a gay man for 30 years. I played sports in high school. When straight people told me that I was a queen or a faggot, you know what we did in San Francisco? We created a gay softball league. We didn't ask straight permission to like sports. If I want a car today, I go out and buy a car that's in both of our names. If I want insurance, I go out and buy insurance. When people who are for marriage say, well, we need these benefits, you want insurance, go buy insurance. You want insurance, get your own job. I am also part of a family. I'm part of a nation. I'm part of the human race. The institution of marriage was created by straight societies around the world 4,000 or 5,000 years ago.
You're saying you don't want to be a part of that society?
No, what I'm saying is I am a part of the bigger society as well as being part of the gay community. The gay community has never tried to mimic the straight community. We create our own gay bars, we create gay cruises, we got gay parties, we create our own gay styles. We have never asked for approval from the gay community, but suddenly now in the year 2003, we need a piece of paper that says we're legitimate. We don't need a piece of paper. Marriage is in the heart. Marriage is between your hearts and your minds.
I agree with you, but shouldn't it be the next gay person's right to have that piece of paper if he wants to?
Well, first of all, was marriage created by straight societies to discriminate against gay people in the first place? No. It was created to celebrate the coming together of a man and a woman to have a child in a so-called nuclear family that we talked about in the last 30 or 40 years. It wasn't created to discriminate against gay people.
But what about married people, heterosexual married couples that don't want to have children? They choose to get married for, you know, the ritual of just coming together in that kind of union.
Good point, but let's get back to the reality of the gay community. The vast majority of gay men have never been in a relationship for at least a year in their life. The people who have been in long-term gay relationships are the minority within the gay community. In California, we have the domestic partnership rule. New York City, you can go register marriage. You can't have it both ways. You can't have gay politicians saying, we represent 1 million or 2 million people in New York City. Go down to City Hall. How many gay people have registered for domestic relationships? How many have registered for civil unions? When gay people learn to live with each other in harmony and understand what the real value of a marriage is, then maybe talk about marriage. But just because you want to have a ceremony, gay people have been having parties for thousands of years. You don't need gay piece of straight piece of marriage.
So you're saying it's not important enough to the gay community because they're promiscuous? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying the word promiscuous. I'm saying there's some very logical reasons why same-sex relationships are more difficult than opposite sex. When you've got when you got two samples of testosterone versus testosterone and estrogen, that's a problem. When you got two sets of estrogen. Two men living together, two women together is not the same as a man and a woman. I don't have to mimic a straight relationship to have a great gay relationship.
Why do I
want to steal that from the straight community?
But let me get our next guest involved. Our next guest, Chad, says nothing would make him happier than to be able to marry his boyfriend, Todd, but their families are dead set against it. Chad, how long have you two been together?
We've been together for 3 years.
3 years, and so you've been listening to what Ken has to say. What do you have to say about gay marriage?
I think I should be able to get married. I mean, love is love regardless of what color, what, you know, race, I mean, sexual origin.
Why is it so important for you to have that piece of paper?
Because it's just like, you know, we've been together for 3 years. You know, we're in a domestic partnership. You know, where I'm on his insurance. You know, I want to, you know, feel like you know, a heterosexual couple. You know, I mean, I clean the house. You know, he works, I work. You know, it's not any different. I mean, I just feel it means a lot to me to, you know, be able to say I'm married to him. He's my partner. I'm going to die with him. He's, you know, we're going to have a family, children.
Ken, what do you have to say to that?
Why do they need affirmation from the city of New York or the state of New York for something they already possess if they're in love? What are you looking for from the state of New York?
Well,
well, I'm not saying it's sarcastic. I'm not putting you down. I'm saying,
just,
what do you want the state of New York to do for you?
It's not that. It's just, you know, it make me feel better and make him feel better. You know, it's just something that we want.
To be recognized.